Hey everybody, guess what? I get an opening theme song! Yes! Is that the theme song from Portal Holocaust? What the f***? Hello, this is that creepy bald guy known as Martial Horror. And you know what? I have a bit of a PSA to get off my chest. In this world, there are weapons that do nothing but harm and kill people. And that's all they do. They just kill and maim other human beings. Yet, there are also these so-called citizens who believe that we have the right to carry those weapons that do nothing but cause harm. And I find this monstrous, a complete blemish on our wonderful society. I can't believe that any non-insane person would actually have the balls to believe that we should be carrying these items. What? Guns? No! I was talking about Meet the Spartans DVDs. These movies cause pain, people. They cause death. They are a horrid, horrid thing. I mean, there's like millions of these. Do you know what that does to our society, to our children? In fact, it's been documented that soldiers use this for torture across the seas. It's evil, people. Evil. Jeez. Now let's go ahead and review Sootch00, because this opening was completely relevant to him. Sootch00 was interesting to me because he reviews guns. Yeah, guns, and other survival and self-defense items and accessories as well. I wanted to review someone whose subject was unusual, at least compared to game reviews or movie reviews. So I decided to check out some gun reviews, and Sootch just happened to be one of the more respected reviewers in that world. Seriously, he has whole videos where people just praise him non-stop. But why? What makes Sootch stick out so much? For the record, before I go into the actual review, let me make a point that I have no real political affiliations regarding the subject. In fact, I'm completely indifferent. I actually always saw that guns were a bit unnecessary, though. I mean, why use guns when I could just use a healthy blade, like a box cutter? I mean, these things are easy, handy to use, and these little blades can cause severe damage if you get them in an artery. Plus, it really hurts being killed by one of these things. So not only are you getting the job done, you're causing a lot of pain too, and that's pretty fun. Yeah. But of course, if somebody in my neighborhood happens to turn up dead by a box cutter, it totally was not me. I'm not a serial killer. I'm really not a serial killer. I mean, I'm just like one of you, having to defend myself about not being a serial killer. Which I'm totally not. I'm not a serial killer. Quit! Stop saying suspicious things! Martial horror from the past? Okay, this is kind of confusing. I mean, you showed up in a review that few people watched. Okay, for context's sake, this is the old Martial horror. The Martial horror from Season 1. See that stupid-looking shirt? And he appeared in my review of me, and by he, I do mean me. But I'm a little confused as to why he's here too, so don't worry, I'll make sure he leaves now. I'm not going anywhere. You need to shut up. You're drawing way too much attention to yourself. I mean, you might as well mention the dead hooker in the closet. Whoa, whoa, whoa. There is totally no dead hookers in my closet. It's, totally no dead hookers. That was just a joke. Yeah, can you please just review Sootch00 now with that reviewer Triforce thing you do? Happily. His focus is the information. It's funny because he's very articulate while I'm having trouble articulating how to describe his critiquing. He tells you pretty much everything you need to know, from the weapon's aesthetics and design. It does have an alloy frame, but with a steel barrel, steel cylinder, and it's hardwood grips. This gold plating is rather unusual, and it's in the cylinder, of course, and the hammer, trigger, the pin that holds cylinder pin, and it's just a unique little pistol. To its aim and reliability.
But one of the things that is a complaint is it's a little louder report Also, are the muzzle velocity, a little better accuracy with the M16 after about 300 meters. You know, there were some downs and some pluses, but the M4 has really proven itself on the battlefield in the past few years and continues to be very popular. In fact, the U.S. Marine Corps has just issued all of their officers, all the way up to Lieutenant Colonel, the M4 to replace the Beretta M9 sidearm.
He fits in some history, safety tips, and even instructions about how to use the weapon.
7 ounces. It's 7.5 inches from here to here. It does hold the standard 7 rounds, or if you get 8-round magazines, you can hold 8 rounds.
His reviews are actually also educational. What are you doing? Huh? Oh, sorry. I'm not doing any research to kill you. Yeah. Oh, okay. Seems harmless enough. He goes into such wonderful details about the piece while showcasing a vast knowledge of firearms and their accessories. He'll often even test out guns at the end of the video. Awesome! He sounds very intelligent, while not necessarily coming across as too intelligent. He's approachably intelligent. And here I thought people with guns were all hillbillies who couldn't talk no English no good. What am I supposed to do with this deliverance joke now? So his critiquing, instructions, and the information in general is certainly of high caliber. But a major selling point is Sootch himself. There is no character, he's just playing himself. He's passionate about the right to bear arms, which is a necessity for this kind of subject, but more importantly, he knows how to convey that passion into a very compelling review. I also like his attitude. He's cordial, making sure not to offend, but he also makes a point that he'll stick up for what he believes in. People actually have become gun enthusiasts just because of him. Past this, there isn't too much to say. There really is no noticeable humor. As for the technicals, the audio and video are very crisp. He's mostly vlogging, but he isn't afraid to use some edits, which work very nicely, as well as the occasional video effect. He even has some background music. But nothing too flashy here. Ultimately, his videos are fluent, energetic, and passionate. He certainly does more than he has to, but there's definitely a red flag to be found here. I strongly suspect that if this topic doesn't interest you, you won't be interested in his videos at all. I took notice of the fact that he's very quick in his delivery and there's very little downtime. But I often found his videos to be a little slow. But objectively, I couldn't find anything wrong. His videos are usually between 7 and 10 minutes long, so nothing too severe there, it's your average time. So I kept thinking about this, and I realized that subjectively, guns don't interest me all that much. So I think you need to be interested in what he's reviewing to fully appreciate his reviews. I'm giving him a 3 out of 4 stars.
Is that like your cop-out rating?
No. 3 stars to me either spells out good or great if you like this subject, but you have to like this subject.
Predictable.
Why are you here again?
Oh, filler. I mean, believe it or not, fans do have expectations, and without me, this review would have been pretty short otherwise, so... sorry.
Can you please go away?
Well, maybe I want this to be my show again.
Okay, that's it. Where's the sword? Did you not shoot me? Is that a toy gun?
Well, it's not like you give me much of a budget to work with.
And I can guess that was just a black screen and a sound effect too.
I mean, I don't even have After Effects. Do you know what video I'm on right now? I'm on my Moronic Mark review, man. I'm still using Windows Movie Maker. Windows Movie Maker, that's like the lowest of the low. I may as well not be making video reviews.
Go away.
Ow.
Damn. You know, these Meet the Spartan DVD copies are actually kind of awesome when you know how to use them correctly. Well, that's actually pretty badass. Well, if you want to watch Sootch's videos, just check the links in my description. I strongly recommend them if you like the topic of guns. My name is Marshall Hoare, and I vote for the right to bear Meet the Spartans DVD.